Blessings to you on this Tuesday of Holy Week, the 42nd day of Lent, as far as calendar days go. And today's devotional is called Picked Last. As far as a recentering activity, you can go ahead and pause the video if you care to and choose a recentering activity from earlier in our time together. You may notice that I don't have my glasses on. I grabbed the wrong glasses as I left. They look exactly like my other glasses, but they are not my progressive lenses, which I guess is what they're calling bifocals now. Anyway, I can't read with them on unless I'm holding the book out here, which would not make for a very good video. So the glasses are off. Take a few deep breaths and then come back. All right, picked last. We are reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 18 through 31. I'm going to be reading from the New International Reader's Version. Paul writes there, "The message of the cross seems foolish to those who are lost and dying, but it is God's power to us who are being saved. It is written, 'I will destroy the wisdom of those who are wise. I will do away with the cleverness of those who think they are so smart.'" This is from Isaiah 29, verse 14. Where is the wise person? Where is the teacher of the law? Where are the great thinkers of our time? Hasn't God made the wisdom of this world foolish? God wisely planned that the whole world would not know him through its own wisdom. It pleased God to use the foolish things we preach to save those who believe. Now, Jews require signs. Greeks look for wisdom. But we preach about Christ and his death on the cross. That is very hard for Jews to accept. And everyone else thinks it's foolish. But there are those God has chosen, both Jews and Greeks. To them, Christ is God's power and God's wisdom. The foolish things of God are wiser than human wisdom. The weakness of God is stronger than human strength. Brothers and sisters, think of what you were when God chose you. Not many of you were considered wise by human standards. Not many of you were powerful. Not many of you belonged to important families. But God chose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise. God chose the weak things of the world to shame the strong. God chose the things of this world that are common and looked down on. God chose things considered unimportant to do away with things considered important. So no one can boast to God. Because of what God has done, you belong to Christ Jesus. He has become God's wisdom for us. He makes us right with God. He makes us holy and sets us free. It is written, "The one who boasts should boast about what the Lord has done." And this is from Jeremiah 9:24. In reflection, I have worked with enough children and teens that are, kind of on the margins, that my heart always breaks a little when I hear adults bring up, their past and being that kid that was always picked last on the playground. The insinuation is that they were once one of those kids that I would have been especially drawn to in my ministry. I know the pain that sort of public shaming causes, especially for the late bloomers or those kids that are just a little bit different. These childhood memories can cast long shadows into the self-image of an adult. A number of years ago, I had the experience of talking with an acquaintance, a friend from church, actually, and she admitted that she and her husband hadn't responded right away to an invitation to join something that I was organizing because she was waiting to see if they got a better offer. Ouch, right? I felt like I was on the elementary school playground myself again. I guess I appreciated the honesty because it let me know that I was not terribly important to that particular individual. Have you ever been the last of a group of friends to be called upon about plans? Or know what it is to be someone that just doesn't seem to fit in? Many feel that they aren't smart enough or pretty enough or outgoing enough, but thankfully, none of these things matter to God. We are chosen by God because of His love, not because of our worthiness by the world's standards. Whatever our reason for boasting before the Lord called us, well, we can be assured that none of it mattered a bit to God. It wasn't why He called us. Our boasting and our achievements in life all rest in God's choosing and empowering us. Remember, I can boast all day. You can boast all day about what the Lord has done for you, for me, for all of us. Other passages for contemplation include Psalm 71, verses 1 through 14, Isaiah 49, verses 1 through 7, and John chapter 12, verses 20 through 36. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you on this Holy Week.